because I won't do it. I won't do it on my own. And man, this guy would fucking I would be dead after I left there just from stretching. And the guy had
I'm
me do some
telling
crazy
you,
shit, and I'm like, I'm gonna end up hurting myself. But no,
dude.
it's wild.
Yeah, and some of the moves are so simple. Like, like one of them was like I'm on one of my legs, I'm on my knee. I've got my palms on the top of two dumbbells, and my right leg is stretched out, right? And the goal is to just lift that leg off the ground. You'd be surprised in that position how hard it is to just get your leg off the ground. But even
Yeah.
if you're just getting it just this little bit, I mean, that's just working with the mobility and keeping us physically active in other ways and stuff. So it was good, man. Today was a good day. My macros are about to be phenomenal for 3 days in a row. So
Hell
just,
yeah.
getting back in the grind, but things are good.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Halana, let's check in with you. How you doing? Unless you don't want to talk. I know you were feeling down and you said you didn't want to talk to anyone.
So no, I'm doing okay.
You better now?
Yeah, but I totally cheated today. I'm sorry.
What'd you
Totally,
do?
totally. I totally messed it all up today. My macros and everything.
It's not messing up. You're not messing up. It's not, don't look at it like that. We're all human.
so my weights has been not well. I'm not gaining. I'm not losing.
Okay.
Although I have gained within the program so far, but I could tell like because I'm lifting more weight each time I work out. I'm adding more weight
Yeah.
to my workouts. So I know this that, and I just noticed even in my work clothes, I feel a lot more tighter in my work
Yeah.
clothes, not like fat, flubby, but more, a lot more tighter. And then drinking more water too. I know my muscles are probably holding in a lot of the water too as well.
Are you taking creatine?
I'm not. So I have been, because I don't have a gallbladder, I've been
Oh, that's
debating
right. That's right. That's right.
whether I should do creatine or not.
I'll do some
Now
research.
I've been doing like a organic, like plant-based protein, but I'm thinking that I really kind of want to go creatine. Um, I just
I
don't
don't
know.
think, I mean, I don't think it should affect you. I mean, obviously if there were like if there were like I don't think missing a gallbladder would make any difference, but I mean, obviously, I'll do some research. But if you're having liver issues or something like that, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'd stay away. But I'm trying to find where. How do I get to your thing here? I've never done this in the app. Actually, let's pull it on the computer. I'm going to look at your nutrition chart.
Oh, don't look at today. Whatever you do, I
That's
don't
all
look
right.
at that.
But I will tell you this. What I will say is that congratulations and great job on still tracking even when you're eating like shit because people don't like to do that and it defeats the whole purpose. It
I just
defeats
wanted to
the
see how much I actually ate overboard and how much, how much it really came out to be. You really don't know. And you're like, oh, I want that hot fudge sundae. I haven't had a hot fudge sundae in a long time.
I
I
listen,
have not.
I
I
went
wanted
crazy
one,
for it.
dude. Like I just
You got to see, but that's the thing. I don't promote restrictive diets. Like I never, oh yeah, you went over, huh?
Oh yeah.
495.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Um, so I don't you know, I don't believe in restrictive diets, and some of you probably heard me talk about this before, but if uh if you even yes, we look at calories over a day each day because it makes it easier to track, but in reality you can look at the whole week. And if you're eating 2000 calories, if like your goal is 2000 calories a day, 7 days times it by 7, 1400. So if you hit 1400 for that week, you've hit your goal. Now, what I tell people is if you're going to go crazy on the weekend, you want to fucking indulge, um, cut back maybe 1 or 200 calories per day leading up to that day that you're going to go crazy so it's kind of like I like to call it a calorie bank. Um, so that will like you'll know, okay, well, I'm going to go out this weekend. I'm going to have some cake and some dessert. So let me slide like 100 or 200 calories a day and not go crazy. But and the thing is, if you're constantly restricting what you do, you eventually you're going to burn out. You're not going to want to do it. You're gonna hit a wall and you're going to get discouraged. That's why like people do these keto diets and the fucking what's the big popular one right now where you eat like meat and
Carnivore.
the carnivore diet and doing all these things, they will work for a short period of time, but it's not a sustainable way to live for the rest of your life. you know, it's all about learning mindful eating and paying attention to what you're eating. All right. So
Hey, did you have a cholecystectomy? Did they remove your gallbladder?
Yeah, they removed it.
Yeah, that only typically has to is associated with your bile. It's your liver, your gut, your skeletal muscles. The regeneration is in ATP is all done through the skeletal muscles. Creatine is produced and synthesized through like your kidneys and stuff like that. Has nothing to do with your gallbladder.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know that. Thank you. Now, if I get creatine, what is the best version of creatine for me to get? Like
honestly, just the most basic creatine
Mono.
monohydrate. Yeah,
Yeah.
they all are the same. They all, you know, I they don't look for any kind of crazy brand that's expensive because they say it's got this and that. Just creatine monohydrate, 5 grams a day.
Yep.
And just get the unflavored and just throw it into something. I mean, I throw it into my pre-workout in the morning.
creatine monohydrate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm looking at your charts now. I see you probably missed a couple. These days that you're hitting like 1,000, is that because you're missing it or are you actually only eating 1,000 calories?
Well, that's because I'm missing certain things just
Okay.
because yeah, but it's not like but I haven't really drastically went out the window on that either.
Okay.
So
Well, do me a favor. This week, let's try to focus on tracking all your food, and then
okay.
'cause I really want to see like if we want to try to lose some weight, I want to, and keep like I think we even talked about this before. Just make sure condiments, creamers and coffee, drinks. A lot of people forget. Oh, I had a fucking soda. You know, all that shit needs to go on there. If you're eating
I
a
can't
sandwich, put the fucking cheese on there. Make sure that it's all tracked.
I can't find my collagen powder in there that I
Okay.
use for as actually my collagen protein multivitamin that I put in my coffee.
Okay.
And I can't find it in there. And anyways, but I tried to put it in manually. It wasn't accepting it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but
Well, yeah, in situations like that, I say just find something that is like similar with the same amount of calories and just,
okay,
you
just
know,
go with that. Okay, I got it.
yeah, just as close as you can get. That's what I tell people also
Okay,
when you go out to dinner, just start putting in the items as close as you can get, just so you know you have some sort of idea. All
okay,
right, so it's time. I'm gonna get going here. I'm gonna go over this. I want to go over this slideshow that I put together, and it's basically a lot of the stuff we do, and I'm just gonna run through it, and we're gonna talk about it. Let me share my screen. I want to put my little head in there so you can see me when I'm talking. How do I do that? Well, look at it. There I am. Let's go put me in the corner. How fun. Um, boom, boom. All right. Can everyone see that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So this is I think most of it, like I said, bear with me because I haven't really looked at this in a very long time, but it's a lot of the stuff we do within the program. So I kind of want to discuss why these things are important, and you know why we do them. All right, so let's get in, let's dive in. All right. Sobriety is just the beginning. Let me start with this. So a lot of this stuff I did personally, because when I got sober, I thought, you know, life was going to be so fucking great and grand and happy, and everyone was gonna, you know, everything was going to fall into place and I'm going to become healthy and my mental health is going to improve. But I know that once I got sober, I spent, I think, 3 years just still struggling with anxiety, still struggling with mental health issues. And I was still making bad decisions because I think when you drink a lot and you're used to being drunk and you make obviously making bad decisions when you're drinking, um, those things carry into your sober life. And, you know, you're kind of programming yourself to make bad decisions. So I was still doing stupid shit. I was cheating on my girlfriend. I was being shady. I was, you know, doing all this bullshit. And then I hit kind of another low, got kicked out of my girlfriend's house that I just moved into and threw all my furniture away. And then I was like, okay, fuck, it's time to like change my life and become a better person. So that's a lot of this stuff is kind of just what I implemented when I was trying to make my life better. So sobriety is just the beginning. Uh, Once you've taken the courageous step to leave behind the chaos, the question becomes, what now? How do you build a life that you're proud of, a life filled with meaning, strength, clarity, and purpose? This guide gives you the exact framework to help you create the best version of yourself in sobriety based on the proven principles behind Warrior Awakened. And I'm also going to give this to you guys if you ever want to look over it. So, um, Sobriety Toolbox, your emergency kit for triggers. Triggers happen. It's not about avoiding them forever, it's about preparing for them. Your Sobriety Toolbox is your personal go to system for navigating moments of temptation, emotional overwhelm, or mental spiral. So I've used some of these myself when I stopped drinking. And you know, we've went through some of the stuff in the last few calls with meditation and breathing. These things are all important. And having a plan before that moment happens is you know, is imperative. And that's the thing, like when you do relapse or you go out and you have a drink and you fuck up, like don't beat yourself up. Look at it as data so you know that this is what happened the last time I was in this situation with these people. Next time, this is what I'm going to do. So that's kind of what this is. A written list of 3 people you can call or text immediately. Obviously, I am one of those people. You can always reach out to me if you're in that situation. Um, Grounding techniques like deep breathing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sensory awareness, or a 10-minute walk. You know, you got box breathing and some of the things we went over last week. That will really just kind of ground you to that moment and use that time to really reflect and think, do I really need this? Does this align with the person I'm going to be, who I want to be down the line? Um, a powerful why statement that reminds you what you're working for. So this is kind of like similar to the chief aim, which I think we'll talk about in here. But I would keep in your phone like the reason why it's so important for us to stay sober and live that healthy lifestyle. Really dig in deep and find your why. Not why, like when we say we work out, why? Well, because I want to look good naked. Why? You know, because I don't have confidence. Okay. Well, why is that important? Well, I'm lonely and I want to get married. You know, so dig in multiple layers to figure out why is it important for you. A few key journaling prompts, which we do every day. What am I feeling right now? What will drinking using solve really? And then a distraction list. Workout, read, shower, breath work, stretch, and clean. So these are all things you could write down, kind of have in your phone and have on the ready with distractions. Like I like to personally um, listen to podcasts. If I'm feeling, even if for me, it's like obviously I don't think I have triggers or cravings for alcohol anymore, but I do have moments where I get like depressed or upset for whatever is going on in my life. I know that listening to like a motivational podcast, that kind of puts me in a better place. So, number 2, fitness and nutrition, the foundation of strength and stability. Fitness and nutrition are non-negotiable in sobriety. Why? Because movement and food directly impact your mental clarity, your mood, and your emotional regulation. Fitness improves sleep, boosts dopamine naturally, and gives you a physical outlet for stress and emotion. It builds discipline, and that discipline leads into every other area of your life. I like to say, like, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So if you're cutting shortcuts or you're taking shortcuts or you're doing shit shady in one area of your life, that shit again spills into other areas of your life. So if you're going to live with integrity, you're going to live with purpose, you're going to live, you know, a meaningful life, do that in all areas of your life. So 3 to 4 strength training sessions per week, daily walks or low intensity cardio. And keep in mind when we talk about the steps and why that's important, because if you actually look at your calorie burn over in general, your total daily energy expenditure, the time you spend in the gym only accounts for like 5 to 10% of your daily um, calorie expenditure. Now, with your movement outside of the gym, it's a lot more. Obviously, you're only working out for an hour and you got 23 hours, 23 other hours a day, but that movement during your day makes a huge difference when it comes to burning fat, burning calories. Tracking. Tracking your workouts an app to measure progress. Nutrition keeps your blood sugar balanced, supports brain function, and reduce cravings. Oh, that's the nutrition part. Let me go back to what we were saying. Tracking. So that's why, and like I said with you, let's focus on the tracking for this week. Like I said with Halana, is tracking is so crucial in anything you want to do in life, whether it's you want to start a business, whether you want to save money, whether whatever it may be. If you're not tracking the data, you're not going to know your results, and you're not going to be able to go back and look at that data and say, okay, this is why I'm fucking up. This is why it's not working. I've got to change this area of my life. I got to change this area of my life. I have done this for a while now, and mostly with my in-person clients, and I can tell you that every time the people that don't get results are the people that are not tracking what they're doing. Every time, every time, and it's like whatever it is. I mean, I know what it is. It's you're way more mindful of what the fuck is going on in your life. So let's talk about nutrition. Nutrition keeps your blood sugar balanced, supports brain function, and reduces cravings. Start simple. Prioritize protein at every meal. Hydrate. I put 100 ounces of water daily minimum. If you're a woman and you're smaller, I think even 60, 62, 72, somewhere in that range is fine. I try to hit 100. That's my goal. Plan your meals in advance. Meal prep helps. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency over time. You'll look better, feel better, and start trusting yourself again. Just like anything in life, again, planning. Planning is key. That's why whenever I fall off and I stop like planning my meals, and I don't go crazy with meal prep. I'll cook something for dinner, but I'll cook a lot more, and I'll make like two extra things to put in the fridge, and then I'll do that the next day, and I'll have some extra food in the fridge. But planning your food out will make life so much easier and help you achieve your goals. Okay, so habit formation and structure. In addition, chaos ruled. Oh, in addiction. Okay. In addiction, chaos ruled. In sobriety, structure heals. Habits and routine give your brain something reliable to lean on. Start by anchoring your habits. Okay. Wake up at the same time every day. Drink water and move your body within 30 minutes of waking. Create a short morning routine and then end the day with reflection. Use a habit checker or checklist, which we can do in the app. Celebrate your streaks. Every habit you build is another vote for your new identity. My life, I can tell you, like I felt so much more organized and so much more um, productive once I started a morning routine. And what I did is I started very small. I was like, I'm going to make my bed and I'm going to pray. That's the only two things I'm going to do. And then as I did that for a while and everything was working out, I added some things in now. It's like I wake up, I go, I say my chief aim statement, I say a prayer, I make my bed, I do 100 push-ups, I do a mile walk while I listen to positive affirmations, I cook breakfast, I take my supplements, and then I do my little daily like journal affirmations, gratitude list, and power list. But and then you feel when you wake up and you do all these things, you're like it's 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. You've accomplished all this stuff. You went to the gym. You're ready to take on the fucking day because you've already had all these small wins and all these things. It just really helps rewire your brain. Um, Rewiring. Okay. Mindset mastery, rewiring the way you think. Mindset is everything in sobriety. Without a mindset shift, you'll white knuckle your way through. With the right mindset, you'll thrive. So these are, I think, three of the biggest things when it comes to mindset. Overcoming self-sabotage, which I sent out a lesson on that in the group, I believe. Recognize when you're about to quit on yourself. Pause, ask yourself, what emotion am I trying to avoid right now? And replace the reaction with a healthy response. Journal, move, or talk about it. Um, Having a therapist, that's a good way to do it. Journaling, writing out all your thoughts, distracting yourself with a nice little run or sprint. But yes, self-sabotage is something that gets all of us. And then this was a big one for me, growth versus fixed mindset. A fixed mindset says, this is just who I am. A growth mindset says, I can learn, change, and get better. Start seeing setbacks as feedbacks, reflect, adapt, and move forward. There's certain words that I've removed from my vocabulary, things like I can't or things along those lines. Because if you tell your brain that, if you tell yourself you can't do something, your brain's going to take it and say, oh, well, we obviously can't do that because that's what I'm telling myself. I used to think there's a lot of things I couldn't do. I tell you what, I thought forever, and this is a true story. Um, I always thought I couldn't get a six pack, and I would tell people that. I'd say, I just don't have the genes. I can't have a six pack. No matter how hard I work out, I can't have a six pack. And I believed that, and I said it all the time. And I would tell people like, oh, I can't get one. But 40 years old, 41 years old, I started taking care of my diet. Next thing you know, I have a six pack. So you can fucking do anything you put your mind to. So there's nothing we can't do. And then this is something I was talking about with Craig today, negative self-talk and self-love. These are fucking huge and important. Start paying attention to how you talk to yourself. If you wouldn't say it to someone you love, don't say it to yourself. Practice daily affirmations and write down 3 wins every night. Okay, that's that. I mean, that's a big one. You can't if you're not loving yourself and you're not talking yourself up, how can you really help other people and be out there and not only that, like you like again, your brain fucking believes it. When you're fucking telling yourself, "Oh, I'm a piece of shit, I suck," your brain's gonna believe it. Flip that, start saying how great you are, and even if at first, even if you don't fucking believe it, just start saying it. And if after you say it for a long enough time, you are going to believe it. And I tell you what, not to sound cocky, I was the same way. I used to talk so much shit about myself, and now I'm like, I know that if I fuck, that I know I'm going to be successful. I know I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to accomplish this because that's just what I put in my mindset. And that it's a huge thing. Like I said, even if you don't believe it at first, just fucking do it. All right, structure and productivity, taking control of your time and energy. In sobriety, unstructured time is dangerous. Productivity doesn't mean being busy, it means being purposeful. Create a daily schedule that includes morning movement, 3 clear goals for the day, time blocks for work, self-care, and rest, and check in at night to evaluate how the day went. In our journals that all you guys purchased, there's a night reflection thing. I don't really talk about that enough, but it's good to kind of reflect at night and see what you accomplished, and also on sometimes at night I like to sit down and write down like what my tasks are for the next day instead of waiting to the morning. I like to have that done the night before, so I know, hey, tomorrow I want to accomplish these 3 things. I fill that portion out of my journal the night before. All right. Morning routine. We kind of already talked about this, but the first hour of your day determines your trajectory. Start your day with intentionally and structure. Here's a sample routine. Wake up at the same time every day. Drink water. Read or journal for 10 minutes. Move your body and set 3 goals and intentions for the day. This reduces anxiety, centers your focus, and builds discipline. Morning wins compound. All right, goal setting and celebrating wins. This is also obviously a huge one. I think one of the biggest things that changed my life was really setting a goal and working towards it. So you really got to like figure out what's important, what you like to accomplish, whether that's a body goal, whether it's a financial goal, whether it's a business goal. Have something in mind and do things every single day, small things every single day that are very attainable and do them, and eventually all those things stack up. This one here says, without goals, you drift. These are daily goals, one for your body, workout, walk, hydration, one for your mindset, journal, meditate, read, and one for your future, apply to a job, clean, connect with a mentor. Each goal should be small enough to accomplish today, but meaningful enough to move you forward. At the end of the day, celebrate your wins. Don't skip this. Progress feels good, and feeling good keeps you moving forward. Celebrating wins, that's huge. And I know I probably annoy everyone because I'm asking them all the time, oh, give me some wins, give me some wins. But putting those things out there, especially when we do it in the group, not only is it good for us to say it out loud and say, "Oh, I'm proud of myself for doing this," but other people, see your wins and see you talking about it. It's gonna lift them up as well. Character integrity. This was one of the last things that I started getting into. I was doing stupid shit up until the very, very like not that long ago, maybe a year ago. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I always tell this story when it comes to like character and integrity. I believe a lot in energy and karma, and I believe if we put good energies into the world, we're gonna get that back. And I got to the point where I'm like, fuck, I'm doing shady shit. I'm gonna get fucking bullshit given back to me in my life. I used to go to, I don't know why I do this. I used to go to Target, and I would be scanning my stuff, and then every once in a while I'd like skip one and then throw it in my bag, doot, doot, and skip one for me. And I'd steal shit. And I don't even know why I was doing that. And then I started realizing I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's not the person that I want to be. That's not the character that I want to be, have the character that I want to have, and it's not the person that I want to be. Same thing, like I used to like get Diet Cokes and I'd get straw wrappers in my car and I would take the straw wrapper and throw it out the window. And I'm like, I'm fucking littering. So I stopped doing that. But I like to make sure that I have character and integrity in all situations. Again, how you act in one situation or how you do one thing is how you do everything. Um, Recovery isn't about not using, it's about becoming someone you respect. Character and integrity are the backbone of that. Keep your word, even when it's inconvenient. Do the right thing, especially when no one's working. Own your mistakes. That's one of the biggest ones that I had trouble with for a while, especially I guess when I was drinking, always blaming other people and always blaming all my bullshit on outside fucking whatever it may be. And the reality is if we look at all the shitty things that's happened in our lives, I think that most of it was probably a bad decision that we made somewhere down the line. Um, you know, like, I had a friend and he's like, I keep finding all these girls that are fucking cheating on me, doing drugs, doing this and that. And I'm like, well, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm going to bars and I'm getting fucking drunk and I'm doing drugs. Well, that's where you're gonna meet those people, and he's blaming the other girls for. I'm like, get your ass out of the bar, get the fucking go to Target to meet a girl, go to the gym to meet a girl. These are this is where you're putting yourself, the environment you're putting yourself in. You can blame yourself for the fucking things that are coming your way, but define your core values and live by them daily. When you live with character and integrity, you start to like yourself again. And when you like yourself, you stop trying to escape your own life. All right, final thoughts. This journey is about more than sobriety. It's about becoming the strongest, clearest, and most grounded version of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You've already made the hardest decision. Now it is time to build the life you were always capable of living. Start today, show up tomorrow, keep stacking wins. And the rest of it we don't have to worry about. But yeah, so I made that. I wanted to go through it and not have it sit in my folder and be a complete waste that I never use. So, um, anyone got any questions or comments, concerns, anything they want to talk about? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I just want to say that I've been trying to practice those morning routines and night routines.
Yeah,
Those have been the best for me. Like I've been making it a point to like try to put my phone down the last hour before I go to bed. And
yep,
if anything, I'm going to journal, I'm going to pray, I'm going to stretch, shower, spend time with my girlfriend,
yep,
do stuff like that, and then prepare for the morning coming up.
yep,
And then when and I don't always follow through with what I say I'm going to do, which I'm working on. But when I do, when I wake up, when I say I want to wake up, I get up early. I immediately like use the bathroom, wash my face, weigh in, and do my prayer, meditation, stretching, and maybe when I can go to the gym, go to the gym. Right now I'm down, obviously,
yeah,
but anyway, and then nutrition and as long as I am doing all that and getting all that done, like you said, I get up at 5 and by 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, I've worked out, I've prayed, I've journaled, I have I'm ready. Like I'm just waiting to go to work,
yeah. And
and so
it
and I
feels
feel
fucking
confident and I feel accomplished,
and it feels great.
and yeah, and then at night, winding down, turning off, putting down everything that I don't need. Like I use my phone, but not for screwing off, but
Yeah,
for looking at my calendar and figure out what I do tomorrow, lay my clothes out for the night before, and just like you said, just reflect on the day and how'd it go? Like what could have I done better? What went
yeah.
well, and just what am I grateful for? And and just things like that. They work. I know I'm just really just repeating what you said,
No,
but
no. I mean,
the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm actually practicing those things
yeah,
and my life is improving. Oh,
yeah.
for like, yeah. So,
And it's showing other people that you put that into work, it works. Yeah, yeah. That's right, Amanda. Um, but I the routine thing, I have to get better at the nighttime routine because that's the one thing I skip. I do pray now a second time at the end of the night and say, gratitude for the things that I got accomplished that day. But so that's awesome. I mean, you do the work, man, and I appreciate you. Most people here have been doing the work. Like I said to you, earlier today, there's so many people that join the program and pay money and then they don't do shit. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, how bad do you want it? You obviously, I mean, bad enough to give me money, but fucking do your fucking work. And I appreciate you for doing your work and everyone else that's here. Eric's been tearing it up. Eric, I feel like it was a slow start with Eric, and then he got on board.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Uh, just getting things settled in, getting figure
Yeah,
things out. I mean, I still struggle with the whole eating thing and staying accountable in the app and stuff like that, which I run like 4 or 5 companies right
yeah,
now,
I know,
which
I know.
so and it's not an excuse, right? It's accountability here and
Ability.
the expectations for all my employees, all
Yeah,
hundreds of them, they need to do their shit just like I need to do it for you. So
exactly.
I'm
And
I'm
that's
working on it.
something we were talking about today is like, you know, talking the talk and walking the walk. And I make sure that, there's sometimes I fall off and I realize that I'm like, you're not doing what you tell your fucking clients to do. Fucking get it done. I tell them, hey, force yourself out of bed. Sometimes if I feel like laying in bed, I think about the things that I say and I make sure that I execute and do exactly all the things that I tell other people to do. I make sure that I'm doing it because I don't want to be one of those, fucking this guy doesn't do his shit, but he's trying to tell everyone else to do their shit.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up Eric's thing here. We're just gonna look here.
Yeah. Also, I want to say to the guys who have kids and like Eric has all these big responsibilities, like my hats are off to you guys. I don't have kids. I work a part-time job, so I have a lot of time on my hands. So I have very little excuses as to why I'm not doing the things that I need to do for
Yeah.
myself. So for you guys who are managing kids and full-time jobs and more than that, like your guys are killing it, man. So you guys, I know most of you guys are doing your best, and I know I'm doing my best, and I still fall short. So
Thanks, Greg.
I'm here to encourage everybody and just say, like,
Yeah.
to the guys who are managing all that, like, I salute you.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. And then
And can I just zoom in
yeah,
here?
chime in.
I'm a single mom with 4 kids, out of my house and 2 that live with me, 5 bonus kids, and I'm losing my ever loving mind. I work 3 jobs and then literally losing my mind. And it's rough because trying to figure out a schedule between every job that has to schedule me, I have to accommodate or try to negotiate or
Yeah.
figure it out. And it really sucks. And I'd like to get onto a routine. So I plan on quitting my second job. Just because the pay is not worth the
Yeah.
strength, the hours, anything else. And in January, there's an opening for a data entry position in office where I worked for 20 years. And maybe I'll go back to an office for 40 hours a week and then just do one bartending server job on the side.
Yeah, I think that's a lot because I mean I can imagine how hard that is. I think it's like for you it's got to be like fucking relentless organization and planning, and building a routine. But remember one thing, I mean, obviously I don't know your financial situation and what you
Oh,
can
it's a
afford.
lot.
Yeah, yeah, what you can afford, what you can't afford. But remember that I think the biggest thing is to make sure that you're taking care of yourself before everything. Like, and if you're doing a job that is fucking sucking you dry and making you, fucking up your mental health, is it worth it? Is it, can you find something else? But don't let,
Well,
you
I
know,
have you guys, obviously,
yeah,
and definitely love you, JR. You reached out to me.
yeah,
I'm so appreciative.
anytime.
And then I got a therapist on the side
Yeah,
because I can't do it. And we need to figure out what I have to do because it's too much. There's only too many hours in the day.
yeah,
And obviously my 19-year-old won't do it. So maybe we have to set boundaries. I don't know. We'll
yeah.
figure it out.
But
But
you're staying sober,
yeah,
so that's a good thing.
yeah, it is.
So I can't, can you imagine the chaos of being on drugs and alcohol and trying to do all that shit? I mean,
I don't like the withdrawals.
yeah,
Um, personally myself. Um, I do like the one night that I get to sleep, but I would say like 4 nights out of 7, I'm probably like up and down.
yeah. That's the thing. You got to try to regulate your stress, regulate your sleep. I don't know if like this could go both ways. It could either help you or fuck you up. But like my Whoop tracker, yeah, he's got one too. So
What's a wolf tracker?
Whoop, WHOOP. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's
Um,
that?
so this tracks your sleep and your stress and everything. But what it does for me is at least like it makes it I'm more mindful of like my sleep and my stress. So I know, oh shit, I'm all jacked up right now. I need to like meditate, or I need to go do some breathing exercises, or what I need to get some extra sleep, or whatever it may be. It just keeps me a little more mindful about those things that we kind of usually just raw dog. We don't even we have no idea how good we slept. I know that, last night I know that I had 3 hours and 6 minutes of deep sleep, or of restorative sleep. I know that my stress levels were low the entire time. When I got sick like 2 weeks ago, for the next 4 days, I was stressed out the entire time I was sleeping, and I was wondering, back in the day, I wondered, why do I feel like such shit? Well, because I was fucking stressed out while I was sleeping all night. So just
Can you
I
just
think,
order that?
yeah, WHOOP, and it's not expensive. I mean, they give you the band for free, and it's $30 a month. But
You
you
might
know,
as well put out your referral code into the
yeah,
warrior.
that's
Put out your
that,
referral code, it'll take them straight to it. And I
yeah,
think, right, I think even still, like you get first 3 months for free to try it out or something like that too
yeah.
with the
There's
thing.
there's a couple deals.
Yeah.
No, I think that's pretty awesome. Um, I'd definitely be interested to looking into that because
Take
I
a look.
used to get like my well, the minimum that I would have to sleep would be 6 hours, and that
Yeah,
would be my like, hey, we're going to take off for the whole day, do 15 hours work,
yeah.
and yeah, we're good.
I just posted a link in there, so if you want to take a look, but it's good to know what the hell's going on under the hood, and
Yeah.
it's it sometimes stresses me out. It does the opposite because I'll wake up and I'll look. I'm like, oh man, my recovery is because it shows you a recovery level of red, yellow, or green. Green being the highest, obviously. Green, yellow, red. And if I'm in the red, then all of a sudden it's like I'm like fuck, and then I'm stressed out because of the seeing that I was in the red. So, but ultimately, it's a good tool, and it also tracks your steps and it tracks all the other bullshit, heart rate, all everything,
I think
everything.
the biggest thing for me is like trying to get on a schedule
Yeah,
between 3 jobs because every week it's something different.
yeah,
Like maybe they might double schedule me. Maybe I need to have somebody take my shift.
yeah,
Maybe I'll be working 3 doubles. Who knows? I'm working Christmas Day, New Year's Eve. Um, and it's just a lot.
yeah. I
Like
hear
between the kids, like I wish my older kids would come visit me. I and they're like, "Where do you have the time, Mom?" And
you. Yeah,
it's like, "Oh well."
that sucks.
And also, I think in a way they don't want to because they know what the situation is, and they're sitting there like, "Hey, Mom, and until you get absolutely like back onto your schedule,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't want to do that with you."
yeah. I hear that. I hear that. I want to jump around real quick because I got to go I got like 7 more minutes. So Kat, message me if you need anything, if you need to talk about anything else. Kenny, I wanted to check in with you, man.
Hello. Hey,
How you
brother.
doing, brother?
I'm good. Just getting done with work. Just handling.
Macro king over here.
Well, I've been,
This guy hits his macros within like 1 or 2 grams or 1 or 2 calories every single time.
yeah, I know. I get a little bit too into it sometimes, but I'm burning too many with them steps, man. I've been doing
Yeah,
steps for 2 years straight, and I'm just nonstop burning. I got my metabolism back. I can't get rid of it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, that's
Well,
a good thing in a way.
yeah, it's a good thing to have. It just what we put you back up. We put you up to 3,000 calories, right?
No, we didn't do it yet. You were gonna look into it.
All right, I'm pulling you up right now while we're here.
Okay.
I know we talked about it. So Kenny,
'Cause I'm burning like it says I'm burning like damn near 4,000
yeah,
calories a
and,
day.
and like I said, man, take that with a grain of salt because
Yeah.
there's really no way for them to know how many calories. They use their own algorithm that's not necessarily on point. It's probably a little less than that,
Okay.
but it is still a good, KPI as far as just knowing how much you're moving, how much you're burning. So you're at 2,800 calories. I think. I mean, you want to try going up to 3,200?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's try 3,200.
Absolutely.
Um, And then I'm gonna bump your protein up. How much you weigh?
185.
85. Okay, we'll just leave that there. 35, 35, 35. 24. We'll just
I have
leave
a
it at that.
question.
Yeah.
The Whoop is going to tell you everything and how much like your calories that you're burning at rest, and also what
It's
you're
not gonna,
burning.
it can't give you details on that. Like I said to him, like it, it takes some serious um technology to find out exactly how many calories your body's actually burning.
Yeah,
But it will tell you how much basically there's a thing called strain, and strain
mhm,
is going to tell you how much between exercising, moving around, everything you've done all day, your steps and everything is going to tell you how much you strained your body. It's going to tell you your steps. Um, it's going to tell you your heart rate all day. It's going to tell you how you slept. It's going to tell you, and then when I tell you how it tells you how you sleep, like it gives you like every like KPI you can think of that, so you can track, and it tells you like, you went up on like your HRV and all
yeah.
sorts. It will tell you, it will literally tell you that you're getting sick before you actually get sick. It's pretty wild.
Is that
Um,
what you use, Kenny?
No, I got a Garmin watch.
okay, Garmin's are good
Garmin.
too.
That's the other, yeah, I got a Garmin watch. I got two Garmin watches, so that's what I go off of.
Those are super expensive.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
gonna get one myself, but Eric's been using the Whoop. What do you
That's
think?
the extra. That's the extra bracelet, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Eric,
Whoop.
how do you like the Whoop?
It's great. And I've had plethora of them throughout my life. I've had the Garmin's. I had a $1,900 dive watch that told
yeah,
you your heart rate. It showed you it. So, and this is honestly just a little bit simpler. It
yeah,
lasts a lot longer. It gives you the same amount of information without a digital face. It goes with anything, which is nice as well.
yeah.
You don't have to worry about scratching the crystals. I mean, it's simple. It's a lot
Yeah.
more affordable, huh, Kenny?
Yeah.
These are like, yeah,
Well, I don't have that. I don't have that one. I just
right.
got
But those
Garmin.
your watches are expensive. You
Yeah,
know, the
I gotta
Garmin's are
get
no
one of them
joke.
things. I gotta get one of them things, man.
30 bucks a month.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah, because I was looking at a Garmin myself, and the one I wanted, I think it was like 1,200 bucks. I'm like, fuck,
Yep.
I can't fucking can't spend
Probably the
1,200 dollars.
Phoenix or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
If
pretty.
you're paying 300 if you're paying $30 a month, by the time you're done, you just keep paying on it, right? You're paying for a
Yeah, I mean
service.
that's the thing. That's the one difference. I mean, but it just feels a lot less when you're just paying $30 a month and splurging on something that's like $1,500.
Yeah.
They have the
Yeah.
Aura Ring too. Aura Ring is like 300 bucks, I think, and I heard that's pretty good. I've never used one, but I heard they're pretty good.
What is it called?
Aura
Aura
Ring,
ring. It
Or
looks like a little like
it's like
male, band,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it like tracks everything just through there.
Sorry.
They're pretty
Excuse
good.
me.
but,
Excuse me. Oh, my bad.
Carbonex prophylactic military grade. Yeah, that's the thing also. So I was gonna get the Aura Ring, and I thought about, like, I do a lot of CrossFit and shit. It's like I don't know how sturdy they are, but I have a feeling like,
You
you
can't wear
know,
them with the bars.
yeah,
You
that's what
can't
I'm saying.
lift. You can't lift with the rings. That's the big issue.
Yeah,
Like I used to wear a silicone band when I would go scuba diving or lifting or anything like that because you can't grip bars and stuff like
yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
the cool thing with the Whoop also is that if you don't want to wear it on your wrist, there's other options. They have things you can put on your arm. They even have, it's called the Whoop thong, and it's a girl's thong, and it has like a little fucking slot where you put the Whoop in, and you can just wear it in your underwear.
Oh, you JR.
Yeah, I should get one. I'll get one and let you know how it goes.
Check out the new Whoop thong,
It's a
guys.
real thing. They have like all sorts of shit, shirts and whatnot. It's fucking wild. All right. So, anyone got anything else pressing? Chance, by the way, I didn't say hi. You don't have your thing on, but I'm guessing you're there. How you doing? If you're willing to pop in or not, I don't know what you're doing. Usually your camera's on. He's probably chilling. Well, there he is. There he is.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Yeah,
How
I
you
was
doing?
looking at
Real
something.
quick. How we doing?
Oh, but excellent, excellent. I'm good, man.
All right.
Everything's good. All's well.
All's well. You're
All's
still
well.
still crushing it, man. I really appreciate you guys that actually come in here and do the work, and it makes it exciting and fun for me because I've got people I got to, like, I literally one lady signed up probably like 3 months ago, and she won't respond to anything. She doesn't. talk to me. She doesn't do her work, and then I finally, after like 2 weeks of bugging her, she pops up and goes, "Oh, sorry," and then she disappears again. It's just fucking crazy. It's so annoying.
I've
But
paid for Planet Fitness for 4.5 years, and I've been going to the gym for 6 months.
yeah, well, let me tell you, that's their business model. They purposely
That is
price
it.
their business model so that people, it's enough money for them to make money, but at the same time, it's not enough money for you to like really worry about it, where you're gonna
Now it's
cancel.
contracts. Now there's
Yeah.
12-month
Oh,
contracts, and to
really?
cancel it's $60,
Jesus Christ.
58
But
bucks.
so I worked at the Crunch Fitness right here, and it's
I just
fucking
shit.
it's fucking wild. First of all, Crunch is probably one of the most profitable gym chains around, but getting to know the actual data was wild to me. So at my Crunch gym here in Wellington, Florida, they have 14,000 members.
That's crazy. You're in
14,
Wellington?
yeah,
No shit. I will
yeah.
see you in January then.
Oh yeah, what are you coming for?
I have a condo in Boynton.
Okay,
I used to live in Boynton.
yeah,
And I have one of my wellness centers, one of my med spas is in West Palm Beach.
okay.
I'll
What's it
be in
called?
West Palm Beach for Zelena Wellness. It's in North Palm Beach.
Okay, I mean, I live in on the the line of Wellington and West Palm Beach, but I'm
Beautiful.
always up north too. So yeah, so
I'll
I
be
and
there
the
in
gym
January.
and I go to the yeah, sweet, definitely hit me up. And then the gym that I go to is in Boynton. A lot of the times, it's a 30-minute drive, but they got the cold plunge, they got all that other shit. So, um, but what the fuck was I saying? I was saying something. I don't remember. I don't remember.
You're saying you worked at Crunch Fitness?
Oh, Crunch. So 14,000 members, all right? And at any given time, they only have like 500 that are active. So you have like
Damn.
13,000 people that are paying for a gym membership that aren't going. And that's just the fucking wildest thing I've ever heard. And then on top of that, they do about $200,000 in personal training a month. So the money that goes into these fucking places is just, it's ridiculous. So,
I need to
um,
start gym.
yeah, right. God, but I mean, and I mean, their sales process, like it's impeccable. Like, and they're really good at what they do. So, all right, I gotta hop off, but if anyone needs anything, you know where to get a hold of me. I appreciate you guys coming here. And oh, by the way, so while we're here, so obviously, next Wednesday and the following Wednesday, we won't be having a call because it's Christmas Eve and then New Year's Eve. But we still will do our Saturday calls. And then this Saturday, if you're around, tune in 7 p.m. Eastern. Allie will be back. Well, that obviously is more focused towards sobriety, and we'll get some insight from her. And I think she has a guest lined up, so we'll listen to someone's story. Oh, I got it, Amanda. I'll reach out to you when we're done here. All right, guys. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye, guys.